Hi friends, welcome to another YouTube video. Today we're going to talk about one of our newest members, or two of our newest members, Female Cherryhead-Redfoots. So I want you to come follow me to go meet them. So let's grab this bag of lettuce, and we're also going to feed them at the same time. Now here we are at their enclosure. By the way, can you see that rainbow behind me? This is a good sign too, because this shows us that it's possibly going to rain today. And that's a good thing because we haven't had rain in weeks. As yesterday, we only had a very light rain, but that didn't help us a lot. But we'll take whatever we can get. And we've had a lot of droughts this past month, and been very dry. We don't have to cut the grass very often, and it's very windy here, so we had to reinforce everything. And now back to the subject about the newest members at Female Cherryhead-Redfoots. We're at their enclosure right now. And these are two new special tortoises for me. And they're not a new species, as they are the same species as the Redfoot tortoise. And I'm hinting you on this because you may know what I'm talking about. And inside here, we have the male. And this right here is a male cherry-head tortoise. Same species as the Redfoot, just the geographical difference. And this male is over 20 years old right now. And we bought him from Chris Leone at Garden State Tortoise. I just want to mention him, so please go check him out at Garden State Tortoise on his YouTube channel and on Instagram. And they do really great work with tortoises. And we got this beautiful male from him. And hopefully we can get some eggs out of his partner and him. So let's put him over here. Give him some lettuce. Right here, we'll grab some lettuce to see if he wants to eat some. And also we have female cherry-head tortoise, which came from another breeder in the mainland. And look at that beautiful marbling on her shell. This is something that cherry-head tortoises can have, and she's absolutely beautiful. She's 2 years from breeding, and also her plastron is really nice. This is a key difference between the Redfoot tortoise, the true Redfoot tortoise, and the Cherry-Head-Redfoot tortoise. And these guys are a geographical difference in the wild. They are found in the wild, so these weren't bred for the morph. And as you can see, they're eating very well. And I've had them for a while now. And this male, like I said, we got from Chris Leone at Garden State Tortoise, so please check them out on Instagram and YouTube. We would also like to thank Ken at Hawaii Herpetological. Please go check them out on YouTube. They helped us bring these guys in from the mainland, and also help us with the logistics of just bringing them in and caring for them while they settled into Hawaii. Then he got them over to here. And please go check him out at his YouTube channel at Hawaii Herpetological. And as you can see, these two, this male right here, he's trying to breed with her. He's doing the tortoise handshake, so he's communicating with her. But he really wants to breed with her, but she's not ready yet. But hopefully soon she will be. But that'll take a while, so stay tuned for any eggs we get out of them and babies. And like I said, the cherry-head tortoise is a Redfoot tortoise. They are the same species as the Redfoot tortoise. They are just a geographical difference, so they are found in the wild, just in different places as the Redfoot tortoise. And they are smaller, as this is a full-grown male. And they look completely different, as you can see, the cherry head. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a Redfoot tortoise, a true Redfoot tortoise. I'm going to show you the difference between plastrons. And also, look again, the rainbow's gotten bigger, beautiful. Seems it has ended down there, but it's really beautiful. Hopefully we can get some rain. And there's also a double rainbow forming right there, if you can see. So, like I said, I'm going to go grab another Redfoot tortoise to show you the difference between them and how you can tell the difference. So here I have Lucky, my male Redfoot tortoise. You guys have seen him before. And he's absolutely massive. And he's only less than 20 years old, unlike the cherry-head male. And he still has a lot more growing to do. And so if we see the difference, this is a full grown, not a full grown, this is a young male, young adult male. and this is a full-grown male cherry head. So just look at the size difference between them. And when it comes to plastron, you can see that marbling almost on the plastron. And then if we compare it to this guy, we have a completely different plastron. There's this black line in the middle, and then you have the yellow right around here. So that's one way you can tell the difference. And of course, the yellow head on the true redfoot tortoises. And something I also have noticed with them is that the cherry heads, if we look here, right, if we grab her, we place her here, we have this guy. You see how she has that X right there of scoots? If you see that one nose scoot here, here, and right there. And she also kind of has a heart right here. But you see how it's patterned like an X? So we'll put her back. But remember that X. And if we look on this guy right here, look, see, they have two nose scoots and one complete here. And that's one way I have found to tell the difference between them. And this is one way you can separate redfoot tortoises, true redfoot tortoises, and other species of tortoise of South American, like yellowfoots, because they have these two scoot pieces here. And also, if we take a look at a shell, you see this indent right here, this figure 8? It's like a small figure 8 right there. How it squeezes in, it pinches in. That's something cherry head males don't have, and that's something true redfoot tortoise males do have. And it's not understood why, but it's just something that they developed with this pinching in here. But this is where the cherry head tortoises are staying. So they're staying in an 8x8 enclosure. This is enough right now. And as they get older, I'll probably expand it and I'll put one more or three more enclosures here so they can have a 16x8. And then in the future, if I do get more cherry head tortoises, they'll get a full big enclosure. But I just wanted to show you guys these amazing cherry head tortoises. And they're doing really great. And like I said, please go check out Garden State Tortoise and Hawaii Herpetological, as they're both great YouTube channels, and they have really helped us out. But right here, you can see they're eating together, no aggression. They're perfectly fine with each other, and they sleep inside this bucket hide that we've made. If in the other YouTube video, we explain how to make this, and you can make it yourself. So it's just the half Home Depot bucket that we put in the ground, and so far, a whole bunch of grass has grown over it. And the tortoises, what in the morning they do is they walk up on here, and as the sun beams down on them, they can bask there early in the morning to warm up. And also, as it gets colder, they have hay in there, and then and these tortoises really do great in the rain. So they love the rain. They got a spray down today because it was super hot. You can see them enjoying their lettuce. And they don't just get lettuce, of course. They will get a mix of greens and a mix of mashes too, as well. And of course, some protein and fruit in their diet, as they are redfoot tortoises, as I explained. So they are not a full species. I don't know if some people consider them, but in my opinion, they're just the same thing. They're just a geographical morph, and that's something that we have found. But they do have the red legs, but something that really makes them different, and their name is, of course, the cherry heads on their heads. And they've been, like I said, doing really great. And something I really love about cherry head tortoises is that bright red head. And of course, the cherry head tortoises, they have that marbling sometimes. As they get older, they tend to get that marbling, and it's really beautiful. And I believe they typically live the same lifespan as a normal redfoot tortoise would, because like most tortoises, they can live up to 100 years old. Of course, that is how you care for them. But if you keep them in a well enough enclosure outdoors, 365 days a year, good humidity as a baby, smooth shell, no internal problems, and of course a well-rounded diet, and them allowing to graze, they can live a very long time in captivity. That goes to show that tortoises are resilient. But there has been cases of tortoises that sadly don't make it past 50 because they are not taken care of properly. But these two, they were raised up very well. You can see the smooth shell, barely any pyramiding, which is what you want in a tortoise. And because we live in Hawaii again, it's really great weather here because they can stay 365 days outside all year long. They get to graze on the natural grass. They get a good diet. They can dig down. They can't dig too deep because there is clay. And also, we don't necessarily have to bring them in that often unless we really have a bad week where it's super cold and it's super rainy. But otherwise, they can stay out as long as they want. In the night, they hide in one of these hides, and I'll usually throw in some hay during the winters to keep them warm as an insulator, just to help them a little bit. But they can go down to 68, but I wouldn't go lower than that. Um, but of course, they can stay out here. But other parts of this area, in the Big Island, you have to bring them in, like Waimea. It gets super cold down there into the 50s, but you don't want a redfoot tortoise to be out in. But of course, we live in the Hamakua coast, so it stays good weather most of the year. And there's barely any predators. Honestly, it's just mongoose that get the eggs. They don't really mess with the tortoises. If anything, we have trap setups and the fence is blocked. But if one were to get in, it would most likely try to dig up the eggs or it would get caught in the trap. Um, but of course, these guys are protected. We have cameras watching them, and overall, they get places to hide. They have visual barriers from each other, which is really important when you keep multiple tortoises, especially males. You want visual barriers so they can get away from each other and they don't have to see each other all the time. That's why bigger enclosure is the best. But right now, for their size, this is perfect. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching today's video about these cherry-head tortoises. And I just wanted to show you guys our newest members and explain to you what a cherry-head tortoise is. And in the future, we'll go into more depth about where they come from and their care. But for now, I just wanted to show you guys them and introduce you guys to these newest members. And thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one.